Imagine stepping into an empty room of an old house, and suddenly feeling a cold, electric current run across your skin. The air becomes dense, almost tangible, and from the corner of your eye, you notice an ephemeral movement, a figure, that vanishes the moment you try to focus on it. Most people would call this imagination. Fear. But what if I told you that ghosts are not fairy tales? What if ghosts are a real, physical phenomenon, on a cosmic scale, one we simply haven't learned to measure, yet? Understanding the full potential of the universe is a task far beyond human perception. We move forward, second by second, like passengers on a train, speeding along rusty tracks of linear logic. But in the universe, time doesn't just slow down, it folds into origami. Time exists simultaneously in multiple spaces and dimensions. For a black hole, your yesterday and tomorrow are one and the same point on the event horizon. Each of us leaves an energetic imprint in space. Every emotion, every vivid memory, is an energy emission that doesn't vanish without a trace. We live in the past, more than we realize. It's like looking at the night sky. When you see the light of a distant star, you're looking at a ghost. That star may have died millions of years ago, its physical body is dust. Yet its light still travels through the vacuum, still existing for us. To your eye, the star is real, even though, objectively, it no longer exists. The universe is a massive archive of light ghosts. And we, humans, are no exception. We leave traces of our energy in places where we loved, suffered, or experienced incredible elation. These imprints accumulate in the fabric of space, like information on a magnetic tape. Usually, they remain invisible until the guests arrive. From the depths of the universe, from pulsars spinning at insane speeds, from black hole collisions, invisible pulses constantly rain down on Earth. Invisible streams of neutrinos pierce our planet every single second. They don't affect us physically, but these pulses act like an old film projector beam. When such a wave passes through the energy imprint left by a person, it illuminates it. It extracts information from the past and manifests it in our present. What we call a ghost is just a projection of a person from the past, triggered by cosmic energy. It's not the spirit of the dead, in the religious sense. It's a temporary overlay of time layers. We see them not because they returned, but because a cosmic pulse briefly made visible what was always there, in the memory of space itself. In rare cases, when the frequency of the cosmic pulse perfectly matches the frequency of the human brain, we may not only see these shadows of the past, but also interact with them, feel their despair, or their joy. The next time you feel a chill in an empty room, don't just run. Look closer. You might be witnessing a message sent across the stars from a time that refused to die. It's a surreal journey through time, where the lines between was and is blur. And if you feel your reality trembling, if you sense the cold breath of the cosmos on your neck, it's a sign that you are ready to learn more. Subscribe to this channel and hit like, because we are only beginning to unravel the threads of this cosmic web. Share in the comments if something inexplicable has ever happened to you. Maybe it wasn't a ghost. Maybe you were just caught in the beam of a cosmic projector. Let's dive deeper into the architecture of this temporal prison we call reality. Imagine the universe as an endless ocean. Time is not an arrow. It is a sponge, absorbing everything. Physics of black holes tells us that information never disappears. If you throw a book into a black hole, its matter is torn apart, but information about every letter remains on the event horizon as a hologram. In a sense, our planet is the same kind of event horizon. Every person who has ever lived on Earth has left their hologram in its energy field. Ghosts are holographic artifacts. When a powerful burst of radiation from a distant quasar reaches our atmosphere, it causes microscopic fluctuations in the quantum field of Earth itself. At that moment, archived energy from the past gets a boost. It's like an old battery suddenly connected to a powerful grid. A person's energetic imprint begins to resonate. Its information code starts to reconstruct itself right in the air. You see a woman in an 18th century dress passing through your bedroom wall. For you, it's terrifying. For the cosmos, it's just a regular pattern. The walls didn't exist in her time, so her information code ignores them. She isn't a ghost in a castle. She's a fragment of another time scale overlaid onto yours. She sees her world. She might see her children or her lover. And for her, you are a transparent, incomprehensible noise from the future. We are all ghosts to each other, separated only by the frequency of cosmic oscillations. Sometimes, these cosmic pulses are so strong, they create entire distortion zones. Points where cosmic guests are focused like a lens. In such zones, the past doesn't just appear as shadows, it becomes tangible. You could step into fog in a forest and emerge on a battlefield that happened 1,000 years ago. You will hear screams, smell sweat, and steel. This is not a hallucination. It's a physical shift of reality layers caused by gravitational waves. The universe plays with our memory, as if on a harp, plucking sounds that should have faded forever. Why do we see the ghosts of humans rather than trees or stones? Because human consciousness is the most powerful generator of electromagnetic energy on the planet. When we feel fear, grief, or passion, we literally record ourselves into the surrounding space. We create an energetic cavity, a void in time, filled with our personality. When a cosmic pulse passes through such a cavity, it triggers a reverberation shun. The past echoes back. But there is something even more surreal. Some physicists suggest that black holes at the centers of galaxies are not just matter-devouring entities, but gigantic memory servers. Everything that happens in the universe, every thought, every particle movement, is instantly encoded and transmitted there through quantum entanglement. This means that the ghosts we see are not just random echoes of the past. They are signals returning to us from the control center of the universe. Seeing a ghost means the system is defragmenting its memory, and for a moment, a file from the past becomes readable in your sector. The surrealism of this situation is that we ourselves are the source of these signals. We are living transmission stations. Every action you take today is a script for tomorrow's ghost. Someone, 200 years from now, might see you sitting at your screen, listening to this story. They will feel your surprise, see your face lit by the blue glow of your monitor, and they will be startled, calling you a ghost from the past. A new wave from a distant constellation in Andromeda will pass through Earth and revive this moment for them. You will become their guest from the universe. Can we learn to control this process? Can we consciously summon these projections to get answers from those who have passed? Sci-fi theories say yes. But the price of such interaction might be too high. Overlaying layers of time could collapse the present. If we pull too much of the past into our now, reality might simply not withstand the pressure and crumble into fractals, where time ceases to make any sense. The surrealism of the cosmos teaches us that we are only guests in an infinite hotel of time. Every room in this hotel was occupied before us and will be occupied after us. But the walls of this hotel are transparent for those who know how to look. Ghosts are proof that death doesn't exist in the way we fear it. There is only a transition to another frequency, another state of energetic record. We are eternal because the universe forgets nothing. We are stars that have already extinguished, yet our light still travels through the void. Imagine a planet with no atmosphere, its surface covered with pure, crystalline quartz. Such a planet would be the perfect receiver for cosmic waves. If life ever existed on that planet, its surface would be filled with billions of nearly living ghosts. Entire civilizations could continue their existence in this holographic state millions of years after their physical demise. To a passing traveler, it would look like a city of the dead, coming alive every time a meteor passes by or a gravitational wave passes through. This is cosmic surrealism in its purest form. Life after life, captured in stone and light. We on Earth are only beginning to understand this mechanism. Our legends about restless souls are merely primitive translations of a complex astrophysical language. What we considered magic turns out to be a quantum echo. What we believe to be the afterlife is just another perspective on our own world. The cosmos does not divide us into the living and the dead. For it, we are all merely packets of information drifting in space-time. Next time you feel a strange presence in an empty house, do not run. Stop and listen. Perhaps, at that very moment, a wave from a star that exploded in another galaxy is passing through our planet. Perhaps, this wave has brought you a greeting from your own past, or from someone who stood in the very same place 1,000 years ago. You did not meet a monster. You met a witness of history, manifested by a force of cosmic scale. You touched the very fabric of existence, which became transparent for a moment. Humanity has always feared the unknown, but the unknown is merely what we have not yet managed to explain. Ghosts, as a cosmic phenomenon, are a bridge between science and mysticism. This is the point where Einstein's equations meet our deepest feelings. We are beings made of stardust, and we obey the laws of the stars. Our past does not die, it simply waits for its impulse, for its moment of illumination, in the endless darkness of the cosmos. Pay attention to guests from the universe. They arrive without warning, passing through us every second, carrying the energy of distant galaxies. Each such wave is a chance to peek behind the veil, to see what is hidden from ordinary eyes. We live in an ocean of memory, and each of us is part of this great cosmic broadcast. Ghosts are just interference in the signal, brief glitches in the matrix of time, reminding us, the universe remembers everything. You and I, we will remain here forever, in the memory of this space. The world we see is only a thin skin on a massive fruit of reality. Beneath this skin lie layers and layers of the past, the future, and what never was, but could have been. Cosmic impulses are the knife that slices this skin, allowing us to taste the true depth. Do not fear ghosts. Fear living a life so gray that your energy traces are too weak to be manifested, even by the strongest impulse, from the heart of a galaxy. Leave behind bright marks. Love, shout, create, make time caverns that will resonate for billions of years. The cosmos watches us. It records us. It manifests us. We are part of its grand phantasmagoria, its eternal surreal show. And in this show, there is no ending, only frame changes, and new waves of energy, traveling to us from infinity. You are not alone. You never were. The shadows of the past are always beside you, illuminated by stars that no longer exist. This is our cosmic family. Raise your head and look at the stars. One of them is sending its impulse to Earth. Right now. Perhaps this impulse is meant for your room. Perhaps in a minute, you will again see that ephemeral movement from the corner of your eye. Do not look away. This is the cosmos, greeting you through your own past. Welcome to a universe where ghosts are the most real thing you will ever see. Listen to the silence. It is full of voices. Look closely at the darkness. It is full of light. We are children of the cosmos, and ghosts are our brothers and sisters, separated only by time, which, as we now know, is only an illusion. The journey continues, and every step leaves a trace that will shine forever in the archives of the abyss. If we can see ghosts of the past, do they see us as ghosts of their future? Are our encounters with them two-way windows? The surreal mirror time theory suggests, yes. In moments of peak cosmic activity, a time tunnel is created. In this tunnel, two people from different epochs can meet eyes. You see them as a shadow, and they see you as a radiant deity from the future, as an angel or demon appearing from nowhere. Your conversation with a ghost is the dialogue of two stars, separated by millennia, but connected by a single beam of light. The cosmos is not out there in telescopes. The cosmos is here, in your cells, in your memories, in your home. We are part of a single organism that remembers every moment. And ghosts are just the way this organism reminds itself of who it once was. So next time you hear footsteps in the attic, where no one is, or see a reflection in the mirror moving slightly differently than you, smile. This is not a reason for fear. This is a reason for pride. You have just become part of the cosmic broadcast. You have touched eternity. We are ghosts in the machine of the universe, and this machine runs on. Love, pain, and the light of distant stars. Nothing is more real than this cosmic theater. And each of us has our role, a role that never ends. Be ready for your entrance. Be ready to meet those who played on this stage before you. They are already here. They await the impulse. They await you. The universe knows no goodbyes. It only knows. See you in another dimension of time. Look into the abyss, and it will surely show you your reflection in the past. This is the magic that became science. These are ghosts that became the cosmos. Travel boldly through these shadows. You are light. You are memory. You are the universe, discovering itself through its own ghosts. And this story will never end, as long as stars shine, black holes spin, and the human heart is capable of leaving its indelible mark in the fabric of eternity. You are home.